What is up, guys? Welcome back to Picking a Fight. I'm Latch.
I'm Jeff.
And today we're going to be looking at the opener of UFC Fight Night, Islam Makhachev versus Bobby Green. It's going to be Arman Tsarukyan versus Joel Alvarez. Tsarukyan's coming off back-to-back wins over Christos Giagos and Matt Frivola, while Joel Alvarez is coming off finishes of Thiago Moises and Yakovlev. What you think, Jeff?
All right, Tsarukyan. Yeah, I mean, this guy has a stockier build. Joe Alvarez, I think he's a little tall for the division. I think he's 6'3".
Yeah, he's 6'3".
He's 6'3". The rest of the guys are around like the 5'8", 5'9" range.
And lightweight.
Yeah, so I think he for sure has the advantage. But what I did happen to see was that when he strikes, like, he doesn't really use his height to his advantage. Sometimes he gets caught with counters, like coming in and stuff. I don't know. It might be because he gets too aggressive.
Yeah, I think his management of distance is not there yet. But
yeah, but I think if he incorporates it in this fight, the blueprint is there. Like, that's all he has to do. Like, initiate the jab, make sure he just doesn't get touched up too much. I mean, Tsarukyan looks like a huge dude, like, for that division too. He's like a Michael Chandler almost.
Yeah,
like, he looks
pretty stocky,
big.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I think Tsarukyan's gonna look to take this to the ground. I mean, that takes all the advantages away from Joe Alvarez. So I think that's what he's gonna go in trying to do, and I think he's gonna be successful in doing so. But Joe Alvarez, I think you mentioned that he has more submission wins than any other one in the UFC.
Yeah. No.
Or in
just
his
in
career,
general,
right?
in his career, yeah.
Yeah.
16 of his 19 wins are by submissions, and a lot of those are coming from his back. So I think Tsarukyan, like, I honestly don't know if his wrestling will be enough, because I think on the feet, Joe Alvarez, even though he's a little green, you could tell he's a little green. I think he uses his strikes really well. I think he throws a lot of straight punches. I think he throws a lot of power, a lot of kicks that help him maintain distance. And Tsarukyan has to close that. He's only 5'7", and my man Joel Alvarez, he's 6'3", 77 inch. I mean, he only has a 4.5 inch reach advantage, but still, that's a lot of distance to cover by Tsarukyan. So I don't see him winning on the feet. I think Tsarukyan he has good striking technique. I think he keeps everything tight, but I don't see how that will help him against Alvarez unless he can really get in, which I don't think he'll be able to.
Unless the counters are there, though. I mean, like, if he doesn't manage his range that well, I think he could catch Joe Alvarez with something clean.
Yeah, but I don't think he's gonna finish him. I don't think so.
You don't think so?
I don't think so. But if he does, the biggest thing is the wrestling, right?
Mm-hmm.
I do think he will have success against Joel Alvarez. It's just how much is it, right? Both these guys are really young. Tsarukyan's 25, Joel Alvarez is 28, right? Mm-hmm. Both of them really young. Tsarukyan's been cutting his teeth in the UFC. So he's been finding some, not the best of the best, but he's been finding some pretty solid guys, UFC guys. And he's done pretty well. But Joel Alvarez, if he can take him down, Alvarez, a lot of submissions are from his back. So that threat will always be there. But I don't know if Alvarez will let himself, he might be too comfortable in that position where he might just pull guard or something if he's getting taken down. I honestly think that's the worst thing he could do. I think he has the advantage on the feet, and I think he can hurt Tsarukyan on the feet. And so I think he needs to just negate any wrestling and stay on the feet. Tsarukyan, on the other hand, I think needs to be perfect, Like I said, Alvarez's submissions are coming from the bottom, so those are arm bars, triangles, guillotines on takedowns and stuff like that. So Tsarukyan has to be perfect, and I think he has shown he's done really well, but I don't know, man. It's a lot of threat, and he's only 25. He's still learning, still green. I mean, he's prone to make a mistake, So there's a lot of threat there from Alvarez. So I'm not 100% sure, where this fight will go. I think it all depends on Alvarez. I think if he allows himself to get taken down and he kind of pulls guard, I think Tsarukyan can get away with it there. But I think if it stays on the feet, I think Alvarez has a big advantage, to be honest. I think he's more powerful. Another big thing, Alvarez has missed weight his last two fights.
Oh, yeah.
So we're recording this on Tuesday. Hopefully this fight does not get scrapped, because he has missed weight. He missed by, I think, like 2 against Yakovlev, and then he missed by like 4 or 5 against Moises. So he was enormous in that ring, bro. You could clearly see he was really what's it called when you get all the water back? He was rehydrated for sure, man. So I mean, first we got to see if he makes weight this time. Yeah, if that will affect him. You know, I mean, back to back failed weight cuts. Maybe he can't make that weight no more. Now that he's older, he's getting older, but I don't know. We'll have to see. But honestly, I think Joel Alvarez will win. I think he can finish Tsarukyan or take it to decision. I'm just giving benefit down. Say he's gonna finish him on the feet. You know, I think he's just too much of a threat compared to Tsarukyan. But Tsarukyan, I mean, he's proved he can really hang with the UFC guys. You know, and Alvarez just got here, so it'd be I think it's a super interesting matchup. What do you think the outcome is gonna be?
I think it's really close, but I think Tsarukyan has. I think he's gonna have the advantage, not by much, but I think because Joe Alvarez, I feel like he's not as sharp as he needs to be. So I think there's gonna be some openings there on the feet. It's not gonna be easy, but I do think Tsarukyan's gonna get the takedown, and I think he's gonna be good enough to not get submitted. Hopefully.
Yeah, I mean I think that's the big that's the factor right there. That
yeah,
will he be able to? I think he has to be perfect, to be honest, because I mean Alvarez, for being such a big guy, he throws up submissions really well and really slick, like really slick. So
yeah,
if he's not perfect, he's gonna get caught with something.
I don't know about perfect though, because I mean Joe Alvarez, like maybe if he comes out like looking sharper or like using his range or something.
I'm talking about it on the ground.
Oh, he's on the ground?
Yeah.
He has to be perfect on the ground?
Tsarukyan, if he's going to wrestle him and control him, he has to be perfect because he can't get submitted, bro. Like, the submissions he throws up are super slick, especially for being 6'3", and a lot of his opponents have been shorter than him. I mean, he throws him up, like, so easily. Like, it's crazy how flexible this guy is. So that's why I have to give the benefit to Alvarez, because I feel like Tsarukyan, he's too young right now, you know. I think he's bound to make a mistake, and I think he's either gonna get submitted or he's gonna get finished on the feet. I think
that's true. But I mean, like you stated in his last two fights for Joe Alvarez, like he didn't look like it wasn't. I mean, it was impressive, but it wasn't like a clean performance. You know, like when he fought Thiago Moises and he fought what was the other dude?
Yakovlev.
Yeah, when he fought both of them, like the performance I felt like wasn't clean. Like he got hit a lot and stuff. So I think Tsarukyan can manage. I think he'll be able to get I think he'll get a decision win. I mean,
another thing to like, obviously MMA math is not a thing, but I think Thiago Moises is the best opponent either guy has faced.
Yeah.
And Alvarez, I don't want to say he smoked him, but at the end he did. But I mean, leading up to that point, I felt like he was dominant. And I think Tsarukyan, he doesn't have the jiu-jitsu, I think, that Moises has, but I think his wrestling is better, and so that's why it's a toss-up. But I will say Alvarez. I'm going with Alvarez by, I think, knockout on the feet if he can keep it there. And you're saying Tsarukyan will be able to take him down. You think he's gonna submit him or he's gonna go write a decision?
Yeah, I think he's gonna write a decision. I think whether it's on the feet or the ground, I think he's gonna do enough to points-wise probably just to get the job done.
Yeah, control him. Well, yeah. Those are our thoughts, our predictions. We both have differing opinions this time. I think Joel Alvarez will be able to get it done. He thinks Tsarukyan will use his wrestling to kind of negate everything and write a decision. And let us know down below who you think. These are two young prospects, I think. They're both actually, I think, pretty exciting fighters. And so let us know down below what you think. Go ahead and like the video if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you haven't. We're putting out videos for almost every fight night and every pay-per-view. And we got some good ones coming up, so don't forget to subscribe. And yeah, those are our thoughts, our predictions. Don't forget to tune in. There's some really good fights from the prelims to the main card. Don't forget to tune in. Until next time. See you.
See ya.